Hey guys, so today I'm filming my Best of Beauty 2014. This is going to be my yearly favorites. This is going to be a long video, just letting you know right now. But in order to help cut down on the time, I will have all the products listed down below with links to related videos, especially reviews, so you can hear about the products in more detail. So I'm also going to have my monthly favorites playlist linked down below so you can see all the products that I love this year. But this video is going to be the best of the best. So this year's yearly favorites is going to be different from last year's, which I will have linked down below. Last year I mentioned my favorite products overall. This year I'm only mentioning products that I discovered in 2014. So if there's a product that you know that I love, but I didn't mention it in this video, it's most likely because I discovered it before 2014. So in March, I'm going to start a little mini series on my Holy Grail products, and then you will see a lot more things that you know that I love that might not be in this video. So I am super excited about this video. First off, because I love yearly favorites. They're so fun to film and especially fun to watch. But I'm even more excited about this video because this is going to be a collab with my YouTube bestie, Ami from ambeautylife. I will have her channel and her video linked down below. I've mentioned Ami several times. I absolutely love her channel. I especially love her ColourPop videos. Ami is the one that got me into ColourPop, and she is so phenomenal. She is such a great supporter of my channel and keeps me going, and I love chatting with her about beauty products. I absolutely love her channel and her videos. Definitely go subscribe to her and tell her that I sent you. You will not be disappointed. So now on to the favorites. Let's start with face products. So my favorite foundation of the year would hands down be my Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is in the shade 1W1 Bone, and this is the original formula, not their new reformulated version. I purchased this from the CCO. So this color is perfect for me. It is the perfect fair color with a yellow undertone, which is extremely hard to find. This foundation is very long wearing, it is full coverage, and it keeps me matte for a long time. This was my absolute perfect Holy Grail foundation. Unfortunately, they have since changed the formula and changed the color, so it isn't as perfect as it used to be, but this bottle of the old formula I used all year and was obsessed with it, so this was definitely my favorite foundation of the year. My favorite concealer of the year would hands down be my MAC Pro Longwear concealer in the shade NC15. I just finished one up and this is a new one. This is the perfect concealer, first off because the color fits me perfectly, but secondly, this product works for me in the winter and in the summer, and it also works on my blemishes and on my under eyes. So this is an all-in-one, all-year-round perfect concealer, which is why I love it. I wear this every single day for blemish concealer. I have tried the MAC Studio Finish, which is the one in the pot that people love for concealer on the blemishes, but for me, I like this way more. It just is really opaque. It does not look drying, but it does dry down to a matte finish. This is the perfect concealer for me. Definitely recommend this one. My favorite powder of the year would be my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. I have gone through several of these. I have the shade number 1 Ivory. Number 2 Nude works for me in the summer, but in the spring and the winter time I go with number 1 Ivory, which is again a very light color with a yellow undertone. This powder is incredible because it does give you coverage and help set your face, but it does not make you look flat or cakey, but it does help keep me matte, so I absolutely love this powder and I will continue to repurchase it. So now I have a couple bronzers that I discovered this year. First would be the Revlon PhotoReady bronzer in the shade Bronzed and Chic. Unfortunately, this particular one has been discontinued, but I am sure that you can find this online. I love that it has 4 tones of matte bronzer. I like to use these 2 for bronzing and these 2 for contouring. This was a true favorite of mine. I have used it a ton this year. Next I have 2 more bronzers. These were limited edition. These are the Milani matte baked bronzers. I have both of the shades. The first one is number 8 Sunset, which is the lighter of the 2. I used this in the summertime. It was really great. The other one is number 7 Sienna. As you can see, this one is a lot deeper. They are both warm tone, but not too orange. The formula is great, very pigmented, very blendable, and quite matte. So lastly, for face products, I have quite a few blushes that I discovered and fell in love with this year. First off would be some from the drugstore. These are the Milani Matte Baked Blushes. This is number 10, Delizioso Pink, and this is number 11, Bella Rosa. Beautiful, beautiful colors, very pigmented. They are more of a satin finish, so they don't look too dry on your cheeks. They have a little bit of life to them. So these are incredible products, great for the price, and just great products in general. My other drugstore blush would be the Essence Beauty Beats blush from a Justin Bieber collection in the shade Groupie at Heart. This is a beautiful matte fuchsia blush, and it has a little bit of corally tones to it as well. This is really intensely pigmented and gorgeous. I did not expect it to be, but this was a true favorite of the year, a great product. I would definitely recommend it if you were able to get your hands on it. Next, I have two MAC blushes. Now, all these blushes are my favorites of the year, but if I could only pick two, it would be these two MAC blushes. I truly became obsessed with them. First would be from the Sharon Osbourne collection. This is the shade Peaches and Cream, a really pretty medium rose color. Absolutely love this one. The formula is really nice as well. Then my other favorite is a Sideshow You from the Simpsons collection. This is a really gorgeous peachy coral color, and both of these are satin finishes, which I love. They're probably my favorite finish from MAC, but both of these colors are right up my alley. I wear them a ton. Absolute obsessions. I do have one other MAC blush that I really enjoyed at the very beginning of this year, and that is the shade Cantaloupe. I'm sure you've heard a lot of people talk about this blush. This is really pretty natural peach color. It almost looks neutral, so this can go with any look, which I love. It's really nice and pigmented, so this is also a favorite blush of the year. So my last two blushes are some high-end favorites, and those would be the Clinique Cheek Pops. This first shade here is in the shade number 2 Peach Pop, and this is number 1 Ginger Pop. I don't know if you can see them side by side. This is a little bit brighter and this is a bit more neutral. So this was really awesome in the spring, and I love this one in the fall. So these blushes are just so cute. They also look gorgeous on the cheeks. They are quite pigmented, but they look natural on the skin. It just looks like your cheeks are naturally this color, which is incredible. So those are my other favorite blushes of the year. So now we are moving on to brows and eyes. For brows, I have two products that were complete standouts of this year. First would be the Anastasia Brow Wiz Pencil. I have the shade Ash Blonde Taupe. This has the smallest point ever, which is so awesome for helping to shape your brows and give natural hair-like strokes. Another brow product that I love from Anastasia would be the Clear Brow Gel. That is truly like hairspray for the brows. It holds your brows in place so well without making them too crunchy, so I love that. So both of those brow products were my absolute standouts of the year. An eye product that I discovered this year was the Milani eyeshadow primer. I used to use the e.l.f., but I have moved on to this one, and it works even better. This helps make my eyeshadows more vibrant, stay all day, and keeps them from creasing. It is in this nice squeeze tube applicator, so it's really easy to apply. So this was a great discovery of the year. So next I have two cream shadows. These unfortunately were both limited edition Maybelline Color Tattoos. So the first one I have is Matte Brown, which is what it says. It is a matte brown. This came out last winter. I have used it a ton this year. It is a really great base for any deep looks, especially love it for the crease. The other shade that I love was from the spring collection, and that would be Caramel Cool. This is such a gorgeous caramely coppery color, which I love, and it's really intensely pigmented and metallic. Next I have a couple single shadow favorites of the year. First would be the Milani Bella Eyes in Bella Cappuccino number 3. This is a perfect matte neutral tan color. This is a great transition color for me. I have used this one a ton. Another single shadow that I fell in love with this year would be ColourPop's Sequin. This is somewhere in between a copper and a rose gold. Absolutely love this one. Really intensely pigmented and metallic. I got a lot of good use out of this. So my last couple single shadows would all be from MAC. The first ones that I discovered this year and fell in love with during this winter would be Satin Taupe, Cranberry, Hoe, and Deep Damson. All of those are really intensely pigmented, and I love the way that they look on the eye. Then some shades that I discovered and fell in love with this summer would be MAC's Woodwinked and MAC Brown Script. I wore these two together and I love that color combo, so those are my favorite MAC shadows that I discovered this year. Lastly, for shadows, there were two quads that I discovered and fell in love with this year, and they are both from the drugstore. These are two Maybelline Eye Studio quads. The first one that I have is Irresistibly Ivy. This was discontinued, but if I can find a link for it, I will leave it down below. The next shade was Cozy Cashmere. This was limited edition, but I will have a link for it down below. And this comes with two matte shades, which is very different for these Maybelline quads. Most of them are just metallic or shimmery finishes, but I love the shades in these palettes. They're really pigmented and intense, so absolutely love those. The mascara favorite I discovered this year would be the Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes. The packaging is so cute, of course, but I absolutely love the brush. It has this nice curve to it, which really helps hug the lashes. I love this mascara as a base, and it is awesome for length to really help hug your lashes and pull them up. Great lengthening mascara. So now onto my favorite lip products of the year. I don't have too many because I was quite picky with which products were my absolute favorite. The first ones I want to mention were an absolute favorite product of the year. These are tied with those two MAC blushes for my absolute favorites, and those would be the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencils. I do have a review on these. These were a limited edition product, unfortunately, but I really love them, and I have already started to see them at the CCO, so keep an eye out for them. The first shade that I got was Go for Girly, which is a neon peachy coral. I love jumbo lip crayons, but I had yet to find a color that was this shade, which is one that I had been looking for. Others were either too orange or too pink, but this was the perfect shade. So these do not stain your lips. These are just a jumbo lip crayon, but I do find that they are pretty long lasting and opaque, and they do have the same MAC vanilla scent, so I really enjoy that. The other shade I have is Fearless, which is a more blue toned pink. I got good use out of both of these. I love the formula. I think they're just incredible, and I actually liked pairing these with those MAC blushes. I loved the color combinations. So the next favorite is another MAC lipstick. This is one I wore a ton in the spring, and that would be the MAC Sheen Supreme lipstick in the shade Asian Flower, which is a beautiful purple. This is my favorite formula of lipstick from MAC. I don't really like their regular lipsticks. The Sheen Supremes are, I think, $1 more expensive, but they're so creamy. They're like the Revlon lip butters, but a little bit more opaque and long lasting, so I loved this lipstick this year. Another lipstick I fell in love with this year would be the NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Hunk. I always refer to this as a more wearable version of MAC's Rebel. These butter lipsticks are really comfortable. The lighter shades are not very pigmented, so I would recommend the medium shades or deeper shades, and those are a lot better formula. But this is very creamy on the lips. It does feel very smooth like butter, and I loved this color a lot. My last two lipstick favorites are some more recent discoveries, but standouts nonetheless, and that would be two of the Maybelline Creamy Matte lipsticks. The first shade I have is Daringly Nude. Now, I have a really hard time finding nudes that I like for my skin tone, and this is one that I thought flattered my skin tone really well. And I love this formula. It is matte, but it is creamy. I cannot stand most matte finishes because my lips dry out very quickly, but these were moisturizing enough and long wearing. I loved the formula and the color, so definitely love that. And the other shade that I loved was Divine Wine. I wore this a lot in the winter, and it is a gorgeous deep red burgundy color, an absolute favorite of mine, and I think it is nice having this color in a matte finish so I don't have to worry about it getting everywhere all over my face. So I love these two lipsticks as well this year. So my last category for this favorites would be nail polish, and I have quite a few. First were some that I discovered in the winter, and these are from L'Oreal. L'Oreal is one of my favorite drugstore polish brands. They are, I think, quite underrated. I think their formula is nice. I wish they had better colors, but the formula itself is really wonderful. The first one I have is from the collection Privy. This is the shade Doutzen's Nude. This girl is also a Victoria's Secret model, but this is a beautiful blush color. I think it is stunning in the winter time, and that was opaque in 2 coats. I also have one of the L'Oreal Gold Dust, which is their textured nail polish line, and I have the shade The Statement Piece, which is the gold texture. So this is a great formula. It lasts pretty well on my nails, and it was opaque in 2 coats, so I actually really enjoy wearing these two together, but the formulas and the color of these are incredible. So here they are again close up, and I will make sure to insert nail of the days with all of these polishes. So the rest of the polishes are ones I discovered in the summer. Summer is where I do have a lot of fun with polish. So a great thing that I discovered this year were my favorite peach and coral nail polishes. I have tried a bunch, but they were either too pink or too orange, but I found the perfect peach and coral polishes, which was really exciting for me. So my favorite coral would definitely be Zoya's Wendy. This is a beautiful pink tone coral. This is opaque in 2 coats. This came out in their summer collection, but Zoya collections you can always buy on their website. Then I did find 2 peaches this year that I love. The first shade is from Formula X. This is the shade Alive, which is a nice creamy peach, opaque in 2 coats, and this was part of a limited edition collection, so you may not be able to get it, but hopefully you can find it online. But this was a really, really great perfect peach. My other favorite peach polish came from a Wet n Wild Wild Shine limited edition summer collection. This is the shade Ferris Wheel Romance. These polishes are 99 cents, but the formula was opaque in 2 coats, long lasting, and just a gorgeous shade. So I was really impressed to have such a good polish for such an affordable price. I also have another favorite from that collection, which would be the Wet n Wild Wild Shine and Chambray Showers, a gorgeous bright cornflower blue. You guys know how much I love blue nail polish, so this was a true standout favorite. Again, the formula is just as good as the peach shade. Next, I have one favorite from OPI, and that is my Dog Sled is a Hybrid. This came out in August in their Nordic collection, which I have still seen in stores. I would check your Ultas and your Sally Beauty Supply because I have still seen it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous aqua teal mint, all of them mixed together. This is similar to OPI Mermaid's Tears from the Pirates of the Caribbean collection, except it is brighter. So I absolutely love this. Again, opaque in 2 coats. I have always loved OPI nail polish formulas. They are incredible. So next I have 3 polishes that I discovered this summer, and these are all Berry M jelly polishes. So these Berry M jelly polishes came from the UK. My mom and sister went there for my sister's senior trip, and they picked these up for me. Of course, I have to have a green, a blue, and a purple, my favorite nail polish shades. So these are not a jelly finish. They are more like a gel polish. Opaque in 2 coats, really long lasting, very shiny. And the first shade I have here is Green Berry, which is an electric neon minty shade, which I love. It is beautiful. Then of course my blue would be Blueberry, which is another cornflower color, but it is a bit more dusty than the Wet n Wild. And the third shade I have is Prickly Pear, which is a beautiful pastel purple. So the formula of these is incredible. I wish I could get these in the US because I would get the entire line. The formula is that good. So if you are in the UK or you know someone in the UK, definitely see if you can pick these up. And my last polish favorite would be my new Holy Grail top coat, and this is the Glisten and Glow HK Girl top coat. I've heard a couple people rave about this, especially Nicole from Young Wild and Polish, which is why I decided to check it out. I am now down to here. So this top coat is incredible. It doubled the life of my manicure, and this top coat just made my manicures really nice and shiny and last for at least 10 days, which is incredible, and I definitely recommend this. You do have to buy it online. Shipping does not cost very much, so I would definitely recommend this. It is so incredible, totally worth the hype. So guys, those are my 2014 beauty favorites. I told you this would be a long video. Check the description box if you want to see what all the products are, and again, make sure to check out Ami's video and her channel. Go subscribe to her. You won't regret it. Ami is incredible, and like I said, she is my YouTube bestie. So I was really excited to do this video with her. So please leave a comment down below of your yearly favorites, and if you film videos, please leave a link to your video so I can go check it out. So I wanted to give a shout out to you guys and thank you so much for being subscribed to my channel and coming along with me on this journey. I really appreciate all of the love and support that you guys have given me over this year, and I feel like I've gotten to know so many of you, which is incredible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.